Listen, your ultimate intentions must be concealed at all times. Not even God or the devil will know what is in your heart. Adam's ultimate intention was revealed. He was lonely in the garden. So God used it to bless him and gave him Eve. The devil used the same Eve to tempt him and brought curses upon him. And then when God cursed Adam, he knew that the curse was not complete unless he cursed Eve, which was Adam's ultimate desire. As a man, your desire must be hidden at all times from gods and devils, from demons, friends and enemies. What you plan must be in your heart alone. It has to be so secret, your ultimate goal, that even the left side of your brain will not know. A wise man once said these words. He said, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. If the loneliness of Adam did not come to light, Adam would not have fallen from grace. And this is the problem with Job too. His ultimate goal and source of happiness was revealed. So the gods and the devils used it to tempt him. God used his own ultimate desire to try his faith and permitted the devil to take away his children and his wealth. Look, let me tell you, right? I don't know how I'm going to behave if you take away my family, right? Don't tempt me with that. Don't try my faith with that. I don't know how I'm going to behave if I go completely broke. Don't try me with that. Don't push me. Your ultimate intention as a man, what your ultimate goal is, must be concealed. When we associate with people or relate with them, we must make clear what our expectations of them is. We expect them to do this and that and that and that. We must hold them up to a high standard. But no one on earth must know what our own expectation of ourselves is, to what standard we hold ourselves. This is a secret. This is your essence. Listen, inventory is what you know about yourself, but intelligence is what you know about the enemy. That's the meaning of agencies like Bureau of Intelligence. That intelligence means what they know about the enemy at hand. So at all times you must learn about the project at hand, the team at hand, the enemy you're dealing with, but they must not know the right things about you. Anything they know about you must be the wrong things. Things that will guide you and them to your ultimate goal. This is too deep. Not everyone will understand. I can relate. But those who understand, who are facing the reality right now, they know where this truth is heading to. It's like light unto your soul. If our intentions are not known, our ultimate goal, all the spirits serve us because we have become a god unto them. Because our heart has become a blind spot for them. They do not know what move we're going to make next. This is a secret. Even the universe conspires to help you because they don't know what you're heading to. You've become powerful. Your ultimate goal is power. When the lion is going for a hunt, its success is determined by how far away the sheep see it. But the lion is not seen until it is too late. The lion crawls. And then it peeps. Then it crawls until it pounces. If the lion pounces from hundreds of meters away, it will never catch the ship. You will never reach your goals if your enemy knows about it way too early. Your switch must be at the last moment. You must pounce at the last moment. If you're going to change location from where you're living, nobody will know until the last minute of the last day or after you've moved. If you're going to resign that job, don't announce it from years earlier. Keep your mouth shut until the last day you drop your resignation and move. Or one day they don't see you, you email your resignation to them. There was a friend, right? This guy was into something bad, okay? And he wanted to relocate to Canada. He was working in a bank. And on the last day that he was going to, his visa was on, his flight was on Monday, right? He has told everybody. On Friday, auditing team came and arrested him. I started auditing and now saw that there were some malicious transactions in his record. Why? Because he has been announcing it. Now, I'm not in support of fraud or crime, but this is a very good example to explain what happened. There was a man that wanted to relocate abroad. He has processed everything in his youth. He processed everything, got all the papers. The night before he traveled, his brother stole his documents, buried it, and totally wrecked the man's ambition to travel. And the man never relocated to Canada. He aged and died in Nigeria. True life story. There was a man that wanted to move his family to abroad, to UK, when he was young. We saw the video, the interview, right? And he told his wife, and the wife discouraged him. Today the man is very poor, struggling from hand to mouth. That relocation was the vision he had. His wife became his own enemy just because she didn't understand. In spiritual terms, the devil found out his ultimate desire and possessed his wife just like the ancient serpent possessed Eve and used his wife to wreck him. You know, if Adam did not reveal his ultimate intention, his desire was for his woman, if he didn't reveal the love he had for Eve, the devil would not have tempted Eve. The devil would have gone for Adam and would have lost. Even if the devil won to deceive Adam, God would not have cursed Eve. Adam failed to protect his family. Let me show you. This is Genesis chapter 2. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. So Adam was in deep slumber, all right, deep sleep, and God conducted a surgery on him and created a woman out of his rib. When Adam woke, he saw the woman, and he made a big mistake by voicing out. Look at what he said. This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man. This is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. He should not have said this. Somebody else was listening in the garden, the devil. The devil never entered the garden. The devil has always been there. Look at this. He should not have said how dear Eve was to him. If he had kept quiet, even God would have been confused as to whether Eve was important to him or not. So when God was cursing Adam, he had to curse the bone of his bones and the flesh of his flesh to make sure that the curse enter. You must not reveal what is most important to you. Keep it concealed. Even in combat, martial arts, you are taught that in the ring, if your opponent hits you where it hurts, you must behave like it's nothing. Because if you show pain, they will hit you there again and again and again till you go down. So at all times, whenever you are hurt, you just pretend like it didn't enter. This confuses the opponent. The enemy is confused. They don't know where to strike next. So the devil and God listened to this and messed up Adam. This is the meaning of the story. This is the moral lesson. of Genesis. Listen to this. Let's read this verse. So one day, the serpent walked into this garden and spoke to Eve. Tried to convince Eve to eat the fruit. He said, did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? And Eve replied, the woman said to the serpent, we may eat from fruits from the trees in the garden, but God did say you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden. And you must not touch it. You will die. Now listen, this message was not given to Eve, it was given to Adam. So when the devil confronted Eve, Eve would have said, let me ask my husband. Have you discussed with my husband, Adam? Go and ask him. That would have been the correct behavior of somebody who respects her husband. But the devil, God, and Eve knew that Adam was lonely. So when they created Eve, Adam cherished Eve so much because he revealed his intentions. Remember that when Adam was saying, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, Eve was already created. Eve was there listening because God brought Eve to Adam. So Eve was behaving anyhow without respect for her husband. If she was scared, even 1% scared that she's not the ultimate person in her husband's life, that her husband can change her if she misbehaves, this whole thing that happened in the garden would not have happened. Both she and Adam would not have fallen. Because here she would have stopped the temptation and said, go and ask my husband. Sorry, I can't tell you unless you discuss with my husband. Now here, the devil convinces Eve to eat it, but look at, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband without discussing with her husband. Marriage is teamwork, right? In any team, anytime you are dealing with people, it's a teamwork. They must also respect you. And people respect you because they are not 100% sure of how you're going to react. They don't know your ultimate intention. So, but because Eve was so sure that she was in total control of Adam, she ate the fruit without consulting him. And then she gave him some. And Adam has no say because he was scared to lose Eve. Bro was a simp. And this is a summary of the message. Many people like to give spiritual explanations on this and that and that. It's not about woman versus man or marriage or the relationship or business. No, it's about having your intentions hidden. Adam became weak the moment he revealed what was the most desirable to him. You cannot reveal your most desire. If you reveal that your most desire is wealth, God may withhold that wealth from you to test your faith. Now you are doing 20, 30 years struggling. And here's the important thing. The devil might use that wealth to tempt you and lure you into a short life. The devil can tell you to rob a bank because wealth is your most desire. You go to rob it and you're the first person to be shot down by security. The devil might tell you to unalive your mother or father or sister for rituals. You do that, now you're arrested, now you're in jail. Remember that the reason why you wanted to get rich is so that your mother and sister and brother and girlfriend can have a good life. The devil uses that wealth to lure you and then demands that you take away that thing, that reason why you're looking for wealth. Your ultimate desire must not be revealed. Secrets, even to God, even to the devil. See, the hand you're supposed to play must be hidden. Otherwise, your enemy will know exactly what to do next. If life is fighting you, life will know how to beat the hell out of you. You must keep your mouth shut. If you must reveal, you must reveal things that will help you to attain your ultimate goal. You must reveal it in such a way that it will help you attain your ultimate goal. You must reveal only what the enemy needs to know. Only what the friend needs to know. There was one lady that was promoted at the office. She went and threw a promotion party with her girlfriends. They poisoned her. What an idiot. What a compound fool. Natural selection. Keep your mouth shut. Some of you watching this, your income, your salary has to be hidden from your family. How much you're truly earning should be a secret. Otherwise, you will no longer be able to sustain the family because they will bill you and tax you to death. They call it black tax. Now they know how much you're earning. They know how much to ask you. They know when to be ungrateful. If you're earning 100,000 and they ask you for money, you give them 5,000. They say no. Why can't you give me 30,000? Keep everything concealed, or give them what they need to know. If you're earning 100,000, you can tell them you're earning 20,000. Just to cut yourself some slack. That way, you're able to help each and every one of them without creating enmity. Some of you here, if your wife knows where you're working, the day you guys quarrel, she will just head to your office and report you there, and they will sack you. Many men have lost their jobs just because their wife knows their office. Their wife has become their greatest enemy. Think about it. Whatever is most precious to you, whatever you value the most, you have to keep it. Now, this is one of the deepest quotes in the Bible. It explains exactly what I'm saying, but many people misunderstand this quote. This is by Jesus himself, the Messiah, the Son of Man. He says, "Do not store up for yourself treasures on earth, where moth and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal." Verse 20 says, "But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal." Now listen for the most important part. "For where your treasure is, there your heart will also be." Now think about it. If your enemy knows that your heart is inside your car, you could have an accident with it. Now the car is gone, now your heart is broken. If they know that your first daughter is what is giving you the most joy, your neighbor could poison your daughter, and now you are wrecked for life emotionally. If they know that your ultimate desire is to travel abroad, they could steal your documents. In some offices, they know that your ultimate desire is to be promoted, so they delay your promotion and give you more and more tasks, so you work the most while they delay your promotion. If they know that the ultimate desire of your people is to elect a presidency, they will keep delaying it tenure after tenure, election after election, just to keep you guys in bondage. And this is the truth. One must not reveal their ultimate hand. Now listen, even the gods fear the man they do not understand. And according to TB Joshua, what people don't understand, they criticize. What they understand, they destroy.